Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made a new pick a card read for you. Why the silence? Why is your person being silent with you at the moment? Let's find out. Now, I've made 3 readings here. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you get into it's good. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. You can find timestamps down there as well to fast forward to your readings too. Now, there's 2 ways in which to win a private reading with me every single month, drawn in the live show after the end of the month. First way is by clicking subscribe on this video, clicking like on it, and then leaving a comment. That'll get you 1 entry. You can do that as many times as you like, as on all the videos that I bring out during the month. That'll get you many entries in. The second way is by purchasing one of the deeper dives to these pick a card reads that I do as well. So good luck with winning those. Now all you need to do is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? Crystal being out with the empowerment card. Or would you like the flower? And the flower is out with the noble one. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the rare knowledge card. Secrets, huh? Well, take your pick now, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click on that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment as well to get into that prize draw for a free reading with me. I do a daily tarot. Today's tarot every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. Come along sometime. I'd love to see you in there. I give 1 question readings in there. You can book in for one of those at any time on my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also up there too. I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link, so you don't even need to come live if you don't want to. Alternatively, you can come live. Find the next live show in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there on my channel. You'll see it, and you can click on set a reminder and come along live. And I also offer private readings as well from my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. There's various different styles of readings. You can check them out on that link and book yourself in. Well, crystal, flower, or shell, take your pick now. I'll see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out why the silence. Why is your person being silent with you? Why are you not hearing from them? Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and see why your person is being silent with you. We've got empowerment. Stepping into their power, empowering themselves, making a decision even if it's like taking a stand for stand's sake. Do you know what I mean? Just to put your foot down. It's like when a toddler says, no, I don't want to compare them to a toddler really, but you know when a toddler says no, but they really want the thing, but they say no just to assert themselves, just to have some kind of a say in it. Now, that suggests that this person might have felt like they were being controlled or not really steering their own ship. They might have taken a step back in order to take some control over the proceedings. They're taking a stand is what this is saying. We've only just got 1 card out so far. Tell us more, guides, please. Road less travelled. It's unusual. Okay, there's something about you being out of their comfort zone, you not being their usual type, or what would be, in the comfort zone, like what would be usual for them, or what other people would deem as being usual for them. There might be some family involvement here as well for some. You know, that whole family, friends, not necessarily thinking that this is a good relationship. Let go, let your worries drift away, flow. So they could be thinking like they're just going with the flow here and going with what they're feeling and taking a stand. It's never a good feeling, right, when we feel like we're not in control of the way that things are going for ourselves. That's never a good feeling, like things running away with us, and it's just like we're this tumbleweed and we're going along with it. And it's not really what we're choosing. That doesn't feel good, and it feels good to take a step back from that and like make some clear choices for ourselves. And it feels like that's what they're doing right now. What's this? Nine of Pentacles, single, independent, doing things for themselves. Could be focused on career at the moment with that card coming out. We'll get clarifying cards out though to get deeper into these energies for you, to get clarity on what's going on with them. Queen of Pentacles. This is someone else's energy, and it's not your energy. It's someone else. Queen of Pentacles. It could be a mother, or it could be someone else too, someone stable in their life. If your person's got another option, someone that's like more usual for them, more normal for them, more like acceptable is what it feels like. Two of Cups and the High Priestess. So a love match, an intuitive knowing it's a love match. Okay. So Nine of Pentacles, that is your energy there. So the Nine of Pentacles is about single, independent kind of an energy. So they're getting on with a career at the moment. What's going on here? Earning money, Three of Materials. Yeah, they could be learning something as well with the Three of Materials, but they got their head together with other people, colleagues. They're focused on material gain is what it feels like there. They could be hanging out with colleagues as well, having a good time, especially for those of them that are in a new workplace at the moment. It could be distracting them, and so their mind is off you. Past, present, and future is behind that. They might be feeling good about themselves when they focus on their career and their money, and they're getting wins there, and it makes them feel great. They might not be as comfortable in the emotional arena kind of thing. This is someone else's energy though. So this could be a friend, or it could be a mother. Like I said, it's someone that's very stable, but it's not your energy is what I'm hearing. Six of Inspiration and the Ten of Inspiration. It's very light. It feels good to them, their connection with this person, because the Ten of Inspiration, they can put down burdens. It's not so heavy. Six of Inspiration, they feel seen by this person as well. This could be someone that they've got a crush on, or yeah, it could be someone that they're in a relationship with, or a friendship that they're hoping is going to be even more than that. But they feel very stable with that person. They feel like they're really seen by that person. As I said, they don't have to be in a relationship with them, but they're in some kind of relationship with them, like friendship or working with them or something like that. But they really feel seen by that person. So I think your person's got a lot going on. And I think like they've got a lot going on inside, trying to empower themselves to kind of figure out who they are. And other people are adding to that, in a good way. Like colleagues, they're having a good time with them, and they feel good when they're working on the career and the money, and they feel good about themselves, and they're getting wins there, and they've got this person, and they're like, they're feeling good about them, and it's feeling easy, and they're flowing with it. So I don't think they're focused on you at the moment. It seems to be someone that's kind of finding their way and leveling up in their own way and empowering themselves and gaining control of their life, making their own decisions, and they're moving into balance, right? And that is with that Queen of Pentacles. So they feel more balanced, and it feels more normal with this person. But they're recognizing this love match here with you, that they've got this intuitive kind of knowing about you. They've got this pull towards you. Tell us more about this Two of Cups and the High Priestess. The Five of Materials, but they won't go there. They're like, no. So they feel the pull, and they feel this like spiritual connection with you, but they won't go there. It feels too out of control when they do. This is someone very much trying to find their power in their lives at the moment, and they're staying with the known, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It feels like with you, they feel like it's a runaway train kind of thing. They don't feel in control of it, and they don't want to feel that. If we're talking about masculine here, they'll want to be like in control and like feel good about themselves and feel like they're the leader in their lives and in relationships too. and they don't feel that when they're around you. And so it's actually feeling better for them at the moment to keep you at arm's length here, even though they're recognizing this intuitive, like, yeah, we do have a love connection here. There's a heart connection. Psychic development and ancient wisdom is behind that. So they are feeling that connection with you, but it's very much, you know, runner kind of an energy. But as I said, I mean, it makes sense to me with it does feel kind of right for them at the moment to stand on their own 2 feet like this. Let's get more cards out. Why the silence? Tell us more about them, please. The card of healing. It's important right now to take a step back, spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. That's exactly what they're doing. And that's why it's good, you see, because whenever we do that, whenever we take a step back and we focus on ourselves and what makes us feel good, you know, perhaps they were feeling insecure because the career wasn't, you know, great, or perhaps they didn't have that many friends, or perhaps, you know, there could have been all kinds of things going on, and it feels good to them to take a step back and start focusing on themselves. So they do need space. And excuse me, and I think the more that you try and draw them in, I think the more that they push you away there. Because once we realize that we need to love ourselves more, right, and we take a stand to do that, if people try and knock us off that path, we'll resist even more, right? And quite rightly, we do need to give people space to do that self-love thing, and it's way easier doing that by ourselves. It's very difficult to do that within a relationship, and your person here wasn't feeling stable, so they needed to take that space. They're hoping that you'll forgive them. There's a recognition here that they know that you're hurting. They know that yeah, they know that you're hurting, and they hope you'll forgive them, but it still can't put you ahead of themselves, and I don't think they should either. So open up in true love. They're open to that, and of course, being open to true love means loving ourselves first. Right. So they're feeling a strong connection with you. I don't know whether they know it's true love, and I don't know whether anybody does until they've really found that self-love, right? I don't think if any of us do until we've found that self-love. I think we experience a lot of different emotions and different things, but whether it's true love or not, I think we need to really know ourselves and love ourselves first before we can truly say that. Because how many times do we fall in love and then we look back in the past and it's like, that was just kind of love's poor cousin, you know? It wasn't really the real deal. I didn't know enough about myself. There's lust and holding on. Okay. Right, okay. So this connection that they're feeling with you here, it's more of a lust connection with you. Perhaps it started out that way. Perhaps it will never get beyond that for some of you as well. They're feeling the spiritual connection there, but that can often come from guilt, from a lustful connection. Do you know what I mean? We crave each other. So they've got pictures of you as well, and they're still looking at those. So that they do have this connection with you still. Okay, so it's complicated. Let's get some messages out from them. What would they like to say? If they were speaking to you, what would they say? What would they like to say? Put those back in the right deck. There's so much I want to tell you. There's so much they're not saying, right? Hence the silence. I feel you. I really feel this connection with you. Yes. What else do they want to say? I feel empty without you. There's someone that's really missing you. So they're taking a stand to empower themselves, but they are missing you. I'm done playing games. There's a weariness about them, you know. Destined connection. Feeling like you're a destined connection. Rose-colored glasses. But everything is not okay. Now, there's a feeling with that rose-colored glasses that you might be wanting to fix them or wanting to take like all of those worries away from them, but they need to find themselves. I don't know. I would say give this person space at the moment. They feel you. They'll push you away more if you try and reel them in. Just trust this person and let them go about what it is that they're doing at the moment. And I think they are seeking that self-love and you know, feeling good about themselves. They're feeling that connection with you. It's very strong with the Two of Cups there, and this true love card coming out and all of this. There is a strong connection between you both, but this person needs time. And I don't know whether to wait for this person or not, but we'll find out in that deeper dive. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get the deeper dive. In that one, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. So should you hold on for this person or what? What is it that you're working through within all of this? And guidance for you guys together. So once you're together, what are the dynamics in this relationship? Are there any red flags to look out for? How can you make it work really well? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you will not receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal. On a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. Wow. Wow. And leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. That's the first time I've seen that one. That's a double thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, and as we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you an entry into that other prize draw as well. So good luck with winning that. Now, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you, flowers. Let's find out why your person is silent with you at the moment. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out why your person is silent. Why the silence? Flowers, find a place to withdraw to, so they're withdrawn at the moment. The noble one, doing the right thing, withdrawn from you because they need to do the right thing instead. This person could have approached you when they weren't free, and perhaps it was just a frivolous thing, fling kind of thing. That's what they thought, and then it got more serious than that, or became more, and they took a step back because it's like, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing, I shouldn't be doing this. They're taking a step back, withdrawn to do the right thing. Tell us more. So they might have felt wrong in coming at you, especially if they're with someone else. That's what I'm getting. Tell us more. Why the silence from this person? Guardian for protection and protecting you. Okay, withdrawn from you because they've got to do the right thing to protect you as well. It does feel like perhaps they're with someone else and they're protecting you while they're going through perhaps a breakup, or protecting you from the other person. Recharge and stillness. So they need to recharge themselves and kind of take a break in this stillness. Let's get some tarot cards to find out more. What is going on? Why the silence? Six of Swords, trying to get themselves from A to B, out of choppy waters into smooth the waters. Eight of Cups, walking away from someone else, yeah. I think your person's going through a breakup, or they need to go through a breakup. What else? The Seven of Wands. They're protecting you. Perhaps protecting themselves as well. Six of Swords. So they need to get from A to B, out of choppy waters, out of a hard, dark place, out of like pain, suffering, unhappy relationships. Six of Swords. Tell us about the Six of Swords. The Hierophant. They're learning the lessons, spiritual lessons. They want to do things the right way as well. The Hierophant is doing things the right way, learning, like learning about what makes us feel good and clean. Do you know what I mean? Like it's never a good idea to go from one relationship to another, or to get into a new relationship before we've finished the previous relationship. We might try and do that when we should really be moving on, but it doesn't feel good, right? And then we address and we learn from that. They want to do things the right way. Ancient wisdom. They could be getting guidance from someone else as well about this as well, because the Hierophant is that teacher card. They're moving away from something. Eight of Cups. Walking away from something. Ending something. Eight of Cups. They're kind of protecting you while they're going through this process. Yeah, ending a chapter in their life so that they can have a new chapter in their life. Could be a very long, drawn-out process. This often is, especially if they've got like children and businesses, property, that kind of thing. Big change in their life. They need to do that, so they're withdrawn from you while they're going through this. Seven of Wands and protecting you from what? Protecting you, why? Ace of Voices, Five of Inspiration. Interesting. Because they feel like you're a step up. They're reaching higher when they're thinking about having a relationship with you. So that suggests that you've got perhaps better energy than the people that are around. They might not be around very good people. And they want kind of a new start with you. You're a step up. Yeah, I think they're protecting you from the caliber of people that they're around at the moment. Could be a lot of judgment and all kinds of things there. So they're realizing you're kind of a step up. You are at another level, and yeah, perhaps in more of alignment with them. There could be all kinds of like bad behavior, accusations, all kinds of things going on, and they're protecting you from that. While they're going through this transformation, they're honoring your energy. So yeah, they're putting you on a bit of a pedestal here. They want to protect you from the crappy people that they've got in their life as they're going through some endings, and they don't want you to, you know, be part of that fallout kind of thing, for you to cop some of the flack about this. It feels to me like someone's taking responsibility. They're taking responsibility here for the moving on process and not involving you in that. Perhaps you didn't know that they were with someone else when you got involved with them, and then took a step back when you realized that they were. So it's important right now to take a step back. This card comes out for each one of them because that's what they're doing, right? What the silence is important, to take a step back. Spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. So there's a feeling here that they know that they need to sort things out by themselves. When it comes to the matters at the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So they understand that they've made choices, that they need to make choices now, and they need to kind of take charge of this situation. It feels like they are doing it to me. Detoxify. Toxic people, toxic things in their life, toxic behaviors. I think your person is leveling up. Perhaps they learned a lot in the relationship that they were in, and so kind of a better person, growing out of that relationship, coming towards you, and then realizing that they need to do the right thing. True love. They believe this is true love, you and them. What else? And a soul connection. Wow. So yeah, they're believing you're the real deal. true love, soul connection with you, which is all the more reason why they need to do it right, you know, and protect you from that too. Tryst, very much a fair kind of an energy here. Tryst. It feels like, you know, they thought perhaps it was just going to be a fling. So they've withdrawn their energy. And old wounds are coming up for them as well. Interesting. They could be like repeatedly being wounded by the person that they're with at the moment as well, and having to deal with all of that kind of stuff. This person has a lot on the plate. Let's see what they want to say if they were actually talking to you. What do they want to say? Messages for our lovely flowers. It's hard, isn't it, when we feel a connection and we fall in love with someone and they're not really available, and then we've got to kind of either detach or wait, or very tricky. I still have growing to do. Yeah, so it feels like they're growing out of a relationship at the moment, but they're still in that process of growing. Please forgive me for what they've put you through, getting you entangled in all of this. What else? Quite a lot of emotion with that one as well. I don't know what I want. Okay, so they're not exactly really getting on with this process right now very fast. I think the world of you. Yeah, this person's got you on a pedestal. I see that with the Five of Inspiration, is that you're a step up, you know. What else? Unhealthy attachment. So they're still attached to this old person, their other person, and it's unhealthy. They recognize that, but there's still an attachment there. Telepathic bond with you. They feel they've got a telepathic bond, that they know when you're thinking about them. There's something I'm hiding from you, but they've got secrets from you. There's something that they don't want to tell you. Okay, well, if that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you. So what should you do then in this situation? Let's see if there's something that you should be dealing with now, something for you to let go of, or what your guidance is. Guidance for you guys together. Once you come together in relationship, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags to look out for in this relationship? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. You need to type your email address in very carefully for that, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And once you get the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places. Once you find that email, you'll see that there's a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on your device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me, as we'll get in that deeper dive read as well. That'll get you entered into the second draw, and I'll be drawing that very shortly, next week in fact, in the live show on the 1st of November, Wednesday I think it is, 1st of November. So come along to that live show for Psychic Cafe and see if you've won one of those private readings with me. Yeah, that deeper dive will also get you an entry into that second draw as well. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Shells, let's find out why your person's not talking to you at the moment, why the silence. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So why is your person being silent with you at the moment? Rare knowledge, secret. Are they keeping you secret? Well, they've got secrets. It's a secret. We've got secrets. don't want to tell you. Something they don't want to admit to, apparently. Illumination, something's going to come to light. Curiosity and expression. So they're curious about how you're going to take it when they tell you a secret that they've got, something that you don't know yet. Or how you're going to take it when it comes to like what you'll say. They're curious about like how you're going to take it, what you'll say when you find something out about them. Okay. Ooh, let's see what it is then. Let's prepare you for this. What is the big secret? What's that? Stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. So they're kind of seeking clarity at the moment, taking a step back to seek clarity at the moment in themselves. Tell us more. How intriguing. They've got a secret. They think it's going to come out. King of Swords. So they want clarity first. Before they tell you something, before they reveal something. I think it's that. Knight of Cups, feeling very romantic towards you. So they want to come forward with romance. So they got a surprise for you, this person. It could be that. What else? The moon, that's the secret. That's the secret. Something that's yet to be revealed. Okay. So they're keeping us in suspense until the third tarot card. What do they want clarity on? In calm waters, everything becomes clear. Stillness. They're being still at the moment to get clarity on something. King of Swords. What do they want clarity on? Oh. Nine of Materials, Seven of Materials, Two of Voices. They've got a choice to make and they're confused about it. Nine of Materials and the Seven of Materials is about what to invest in. And do they want to do it themselves or with you? They've got a choice to make and they're confused about that choice. Right, so what they've got to reveal to you is about some kind of an investment. This could be a job or it could be a home or something like that. They don't know whether to... So I think this person is either in a relationship with you early days or they're considering a relationship with you and they are... also, perhaps on the verge, or they were on the verge of purchasing a property or you know, getting a new job, and now they're like, what do I do now? If I do that, it's like they've got a choice of two paths with this Two of Voices, and they're confused about it. They either tell you about it and include you in, or tell you about it and do it by themselves, which kind of means an exclusion of you in it. Perhaps it's just too early days to do this. They might be putting something on hold, like the purchase of a property or something like that on hold, because it's like now they're in something with you. It's, I don't know, if they reveal it to, it could have something to do with money, you see, and if they reveal it to you, how are you going to take that? You know, it's like, I don't know, perhaps they're unclear of whether you're a gold digger or something like that. They've got a secret from you, and it appears to be something around money, but it doesn't have to be like they're a millionaire or whatever. It could be just something like that, like, if they were to let you know, would it change things? I don't know. That's what they're considering. They want to get clarity on that first. So if they do something like for themselves, by themselves, invest in that thing, it's something new, a new property, new beginnings is behind that. New property or a new career path or a new business or something like that. But it's also something that's going to, it feels to me like it'd be something that as in a solid relationship you'd be a part of, or you'd be part of their decision-making process, and that's why they're confused now. Feels like it's something that they were already on the path to before, and then they've met you and it's like made it confused for them. Knight of Cups, they're feeling all romantic about you. And they want to tell you that. This person definitely wants to speak to you, you know, but they're not right now because they don't know how you're going to take what they need to tell you. And they probably don't even know how to tell you as well. Masculine energy, they're taking charge though. It's like they're stepping up and taking the lead in something. Anyway, what's this secret? Tell us what it is. So the moon, something that they're yet to reveal. Awakening is the reveal. I want to know. They're manifesting something. They were already manifesting something, see? before you, they were manifesting something and it's kind of coming about, and they're like, no, do I include shells or no? Hasn't really given us a clue, has it? But it was something that they were already manifesting before they met you. It just feels to me like it's a case of not bad timing, just a poor timing, perhaps, of a change coming into the life, a significant change coming into the life when they're in a new relationship, and it's not really the right time in the relationship to either include you or disclude you from it. Do you know what I mean? It's that duality. So they're pulled in two directions at the moment. That's why they're taking time to themselves. They don't know whether to tell you or not. And even if they were like, that's why the silence, because even if they were to kind of get together with you and talk about other things, it's a major thing that's going on in their life. And so it's not like they could just do like small talk and not tell you about it, because that's going to make it even worse, isn't it? When you do find out, you'll be like, and you've known about this like since before you met me and you haven't told me, you know, it's kind of weird. They don't want it to be weird. So they could be kind of deciding how to tell you, if to tell you, how to tell you. You may not always understand why certain things happen. They're not sure whether you're going to understand. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Yeah, I don't think that they're not sure whether you're going to understand. Okay, take a reality check. You're in Capricorn. So they're just kind of being real about this. They're not sure that you're going to understand. You might feel left out, or like, I don't know. It's just like one of those tricky dilemmas, you know. It's like if you just started seeing someone and then like there's a significant death in your family, do they come to the funeral, or do you go to a wedding or something like that with you? When it's like new, it's a weird decision, right? And if you were, like I said, if you were buying a house or something like that, that might be weird too. So they're just kind of being real about it. Family could have something to do with family. I mean, it's unlikely to be, you know, like a marriage or a death or something like that. It's unlikely to be something like that, just because that investment card, it's something about money or something that they're headed into, something that they've manifested. Spark and balance. They want to keep this balanced. And whatever this thing is with their family or this investment or whatever it is, it's like they want to keep it apart. And they don't know how to do that without spilling the beans. You know what I mean? So they want to keep this in balance. There's a spark between you. It feels to me like they want to progress this relationship and be romantic and talk to you and all of that and be the masculine. I'm just not sure they want to include you just yet in this, whatever it is. It's risk and control. Interesting. Yeah, so it'd be risky telling you because you might not understand, and it's perhaps they need to be in control of this. And I don't know what it is, you see. Like, or like control could be the problem. Like if they don't include you in it, is that them just like being in control? And you see, I think if this relationship is to go forward, you would have, it's something that you'd want to be part of a decision-making process with. It's going to affect you too. That's what it feels like. So, like I said, it just feels like it's wrong timing. They've manifested this thing and it's like they were expecting to be alone when they did it. And now they're not. You're on the scene. What do they want to say? There's so much I want to tell you. And if it's really exciting for them as well, because they're manifesting something and they've been doing that for a long time, it might be really hard for them not to tell you. but they know that it's going to change this relationship when they do. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. I wasn't picking up on that energy. Before, I abandoned people to make myself feel more important. Okay. So it could be that they just need to do this by themselves. It could be just like a really important thing that they've always imagined doing by themselves, and they're doing it for themselves, and that feels really important. But now they're like questioning themselves of like, should I include you in it, or what? Is it like, it's not making them feel great about themselves, but then haven't got the clarity yet. I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? They feel connected with you though. This person, they do want a relationship with you. But it feels to me like they want to keep this thing out of the relationship for now. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. So they're feeling bad about the silence. They're feeling like, if they're not like replying to your message, they might be like, I don't know what to say though. How can I say anything without telling them like the really important thing that I need to tell them? I wish you were here with me. I want to be with you. They've just got this thing going on at the moment, and it adds a complication to this relationship. They're not sure. They're just not sure yet. They're not sure how to tell you, what to tell you, whether to include you or not, make you part of the decision-making process or not, if it's too early days for that. There's just a whole lot of confusion. And while they're confused like this, they're kind of zipping it until they've got clarity. Well, that is what I've got for you. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story. You want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In there, I'm going to go into the guidance for you. So what should you do then in this situation? Let's find out, like, should you be contacting them or what? I don't know. We'll find out. And guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what are the dynamics between you in this relationship? Are there any red flags to look out for? How can you make this work really well? And also how this might play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, when you find it, you'll see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into the prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive read, that'll get you entered into the second draw as well. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly.